Hello and welcome to Back Bedroom Art, and please excuse the mess. Making models this big is not easy. You have to shuffle stuff around. But anyway, you can watch the other videos to see how it was progressing, but it's starting to look a little bit like an airplane, isn't it? This bit here at the back is what we're going to be working on next. So we've got the tail. You can see how it's going to go on. We're just going to attach it, and then we've got a lovely piece to go onto the Spitfire, because it does look very bare at the back, doesn't it? Here we go. Let's put that next bit on. Sorry about the gurgling. That's the washing machine going on. I got a choice, which is don't do the Spitfire and wait for the washing machine, or press on. I'm going to press on. There's the tail on. Isn't it looking pretty good? There is a little bit to fix on to cover that screw, but I'm not going to put it on just yet because it says don't glue it in place until it's fixed. So it's just that. So I'm going to keep that bit for later. I'm going to go into my little box of extras, but it's looking pretty good. If I just bring it over like that, and you can see the other side. Definitely getting there. Let's move on to the next bit. Ooh, lots of bits. So it looks like we are going to be putting all this together to turn that, a little bit of just beige metal, into the finished article. That will make it look so much better, won't it, with that the tail done. So yeah, lots to do. First thing to do though is, if I turn the page and do everything one-handed is nearly impossible, is connections. Oh my days. So there's going to be a lot of bitty bits. I mean, if you want to pause the video, you can have a read of that and see what I'm actually going to be doing. It looks fun, and obviously we do both sides. And once we've got both sides done, they slot in over the pins, because they will be rotating, because as you know, wings rotate. Once I've done the other side, it's attaching the rest of the plates on. Oh, it'll look good when it's done, but my word, is that a lot of work to do. So another bit where my craft knife comes in handy, because I'm going to have to cut these off. Always be careful. You don't need me to tell you that, but yeah, sometimes they sort of advertise as being kids friendly, but you're going to use craft knives and super glue, so just watch little hands around the pieces. Luckily, I'm quite a nerd when it comes to doing stuff, and I read the instructions. So with the grey one, you go right up to it, the cut. With the black one, you leave a little knob. So you'll see it there. How easy would it have been to have cut those off? One little cut, and that's your model sort of curtailed, isn't it? Lucky, I read. So that pin just fits through those two, I don't know what you'd call them, like hinges, and once you've done that, you just attach it to the wing. What's going to happen is, as you see it's there being attached, it then sort of has that other thing attached to the other end, and then we all hold it in place with that. Yes, it's one of those things where I now need two hands, so let's skip to the bit where I've done it, and I can show you what it looks like. So there you go, there's that bit done, and you've got your happy bits there, and your happy bits there. So much of it is so intricate and so delicate. I just got to do that again, but for the other side. Looks like a moustache, doesn't it? Maybe if I just attach that to my upper lip, I could have a glamorous Spitfire moustache for myself. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. All they do is they slot onto the pegs. So, trust me to knock everything. So that one obviously goes on higher, if you can see. I can't do this one-handed. I'm gonna have to give me 2 ticks. So they're both on now. So the next thing to do is a bit here. These little tags obviously going to fit to the bit that sticks on, and I've got the bits. I got the instructions. Let's go for it. Like so. So that's that one on. And I got the other one that will go on top. You can see, like, again, how the pins are resting in there. So yeah, but there is a couple of other things to do. There's like this little piece to put in there, and then on it goes. So give me 2 ticks and that'll be done. I skipped through that bit a little bit too quick. So that bit there was for the wire. So you can see as it comes out there into there. Yeah, looks pretty swish, doesn't it? A nice little feature. There we go, don't look too bad, does it? So that's one side done. You know what I'm going to be doing on the other side now. So I'll cut to the bit where I've done that, because it's going to be exactly the same but in reverse. And it finally gave it the go. So because this is collapsed, I've just rested on a box, which seems to be quite sturdy. It's not a bad little workaround. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. All I've got to do is carry on making this. That's the bit I got to, as I was sort of pulling a wire, just straightening it, because it had a few kinks in it. The box collapsed. Oh well, onwards and upwards. Looking good. So that goes left and right. These go up and down. They are connected, but I'm just moving one individually. It's looking more like a plane, isn't it? I think the next bit is like the cover's going up here, because I got these bits, and I'm pretty sure. Let me just check. Nope, I'm not pretty sure anymore. Let's save for another part of the magazine, because I am up to 97. I wonder what issue they'll be used, but it's obviously where they're going. So I put them to one side, and let's do the next issue. Let's carry on. Let's do at least one more. Right, sorry about the long gap since the last video, and sorry about the mess. It's mess everywhere. Oh my days. But yeah, let's get back to the Spitfire. And the bit that we're doing now is covering all this up. There's some bits we didn't use in the last magazine. There's some bits in the latest issue, issue 98, I believe it is. And there's some bits that were made a long time ago. So these, I think, back in issue number 6. It seems like I've had these forever hanging around. Anyway, we are going to basically cover all this up. Here we go. Here we go. Right, so we've got it from issue 97. Just do that. So I've got the bits. Let's put it together. So that's that done. It was just a case of screwing one piece into another piece. Not exactly hard. There is magnets on some of the older pieces, so I reckon that's why we're attaching large little bits of metal. Right, next bit. Uh-oh, it's the wires again. So we've got to thread the wire through the large hole. And that obviously then fits on like that. So here we go. Yeah, I was definitely right, definitely magnetic. Listen to this. And now it's it's a very strong magnet. I'm not even going to try and get it off. It's stuck on. Lovely. So just got to attach this bit to the tail. I can't do any of this one-handed, so here we go. You'll see it attached in a sec. Before I do, for those of you interested in how it attaches, if I can get it to focus on it, it's never going to focus, is it? Oh, there we go. It's got like a little hole, and that screw goes through it into the hole at the top there. I just can't get it to focus. I'm just going to do it. This is probably a better way of showing it, so you can see I'm just screwing it in. There's the wire on. It's not as taut as I'd like it, but it's definitely not saggy. So yeah, there we go. This bit apparently just fits in there. Push it into place, and it doesn't need any glue, which surprises me, but I believe him. I believe him. So there you go. Looking good, isn't it? Now this bit needs to be covered up. I keep saying the cover and engine cover, I've still not got there. So the fuel tank cover goes next, and it just goes, well, there, I suppose, over the, what they call the fuel tank, but to us is where all the gubbins is hidden away. So it's just, I can do this one-handed, you watch this. So it just, oh, slips into place. And then there's a screw hole and a screw to attach it. Let me do that. There we go, really taking shape. Now we're going to cover up the engine. So we need these two parts, which do have magnets. Ooh, as you can tell, very strong magnets. And we're just going to fit those to the side of the engine. Just before I do fix it, looks like they made an error, obviously, when they did this. So, where is it? That's what we got. And they want us to take the fixing off and put a new one on. So it mustn't have been right. All the screws attaching to the magnets. Right, let's swap that over. More work, unnecessary work, but at least as the engine. Oh, I suppose the engine, the Spitfire evolves, they do fix any mistakes they come across. So yeah, let's swap that over. So if you're interested, the old one is on the top, the new one's on the bottom. It's like grooves. That's the only difference I see. Not very similar size. Anyway, let's just put the new one on. Alright, so there it is in place. So all I've got to do is fix one side, then fix the other side, and then that should be half covered up. So there's one in place. Not too sure about this one. It says the magnet should hold it in place, and there's only one magnet down there, and it's not exactly holding it up. But let's see what happens when we put the next bit on. Hopefully that will help, he says. Fingers crossed. Okay, so there it is with the top bit on, and it says no glue required, but I don't like those little gaps. So if I squeeze it, hooray! And then unsqueeze it. Ooh. There's a part of me that wants to super glue it. I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see how I feel later on. I think there might be a little bit of super gluing going on though, just to hold it down. Don't. Yeah, that's annoying me. Right. Yeah, I suppose a little bit more to the plane to do next. Although it's looking pretty finished, isn't it? I don't know if you can make him out, but it's the pilot and his canopy. So issue 99. And you know where he goes. He goes in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for now. There will be a continuation of this very, very soon. But I am pooped, and I think if I try and do any more of this, I'm just gonna pull my hair out. So yeah, catch the next video where I hopefully get to finish it and put it on its base.